As part of the worldwide movement of social innovation, the CEO SleepOut has spread its message to all corners of the globe, challenging C-suite members, influencers and decision-makers to rise to the challenge and spend a winter's night on the streets, raising funds and gaining empathy for the most vulnerable of our communities, the homeless. In what is considered to be the most successful single overnight philanthropic venture in Africa, the South African showcase is rising beyond international versions. This is our 3-year story in serving humanity. Each year, the CEO SleepOut Trust appoints primary beneficiaries based on their ability to uphold the 5 pillars crucial to the sustainable integration of the most vulnerable in our communities, the homeless, back into society. These pillars are shelter, nutrition, health, education, and community upliftment. In turn, these primary beneficiaries are required to use the donated funds not on daily tasks, but on sustainable and tangible legacy projects born out of the CEO SleepOut events. The 2015 founding primary beneficiary was Girls and Boys Town. Addressing all of the 5 pillars, the funds of 26,400,000 rand were used in the development of 6 legacy projects aligned to the Girls and Boys Town Shine goals. Not only did these legacy projects benefit children and families helped through Girls and Boys Town, but they also extended community reach in sustainable ways. From 2015 through to 2018, the legacy projects have made a significant impact in 53 areas. In 2016, the CEO SleepOut primary beneficiaries benefited under the pillar of education. The Usher Trust provides relevant training and mentoring that empowers informal creche owners and ECD practitioners to provide safe and stimulating places of care.
We fell into the education sector for the 2016 CEO SleepOut. We were one of 3 beneficiary organizations. And during the course of 2017, we were thrilled to receive a contribution of 3.460 million rand. From which after expenses for our involvement we cleared 3.140, and we've used that in 4 separate areas for organisational sustainability. The bulk of that funding we've used to expand geographically, and I'm thrilled to say that post CEO SleepOut we have managed to start projects alongside other donors in both the Northwest and the Western Cape. So we're reaching out to informal preschools in those provinces as well now.
Columba Leadership offers a value-based leadership program in secondary schools that catalyzes a movement of engaged young leaders, transforming learners from economically disadvantaged areas into responsible, socially conscious leaders and employable, enterprising young people.
Our team is 62 strong, filled with passionate people who all want to see young people thrive. We received 3,460,000. The spend will be over 3 years. We will be implementing 11 programs in 6 different schools. And we will also be, some of the funding is contributing to the building of our own facility. We're building a residency, leadership residency, where we can actually run our leadership academies. So that'll be in the cradle of humankind. The CEO SleepOut was an important initiative for us. You know, it's always very gratifying to receive funding over a couple of years because the work we do is long and hard. You don't get instant results. So to get 3 years of funding from the CEO SleepOut was very, very useful for us. It's also helped us expand to an additional 6 schools. We're in 166 now. So we added another 5 schools in KZN and 1 in the Western Cape as a result of this initiative.
The Steve Biko Foundation is a community development organization inspired by the legacy of the late anti-apartheid activist. Its vision is to be the premier independent promoter of the values that Steve Biko lived and died for, restoring people to their true humanity. Recognizing the link between economic realities and human dignity, it seeks to empower individuals and communities to develop sustainable livelihoods through education and training initiatives.
The Steve Biko Foundation received around 3.46 million rand from the CEO SleepOut, all of which was dispersed through the various programs for operations as well as programmatic interventions. With the funding, we were able to complete our international dialogue program for young people. This is where we went around various spaces in the country where we had dialogues on social ills and how young people can look at the legacy of Steve Biko as a conduit in order to impact their communities in a beneficial way. We also had literacy programs. We've created a space where they can actually use the space to study, where they wouldn't have that kind of space at home. From that fund, we were able to support our arts and culture program. There are young people 18 to 25 who were trained. About 16 of them were trained through this tranche of funding, and they were able to learn how to use drama therapy, how to use the arts basically as a skill or as a conduit to teach young people and other community members how to engage some of the issues that they go through in everyday life. We were also able to fund our sports program, which reaches community clubs and schools through healthy lifestyles, competition, and good sportsmanship. Because these are ongoing projects, this was just a good boost for us to continue with the programs. As I mentioned earlier, we have conferencing facilities which support the Steve Biko Center programs, and this was really a good fund because we are not at the point where we're breaking even yet. So it was a really good initiative that the CEO SleepOut were able to assist us with this fund.
The primary beneficiary for 2017 was the Door of Hope Children's Mission, which provides shelter for abandoned children.
Door of Hope was established in July 1999. We're a home for abandoned babies. We have a baby box built in a church wall in Berea where moms can safely relinquish their babies instead of throwing them somewhere to die. Since we started in 1999, we've saved over 1,600 babies so far. As we're a non-profit organization, we can only do little bit by little bit as we receive donations from the public. So this money from the CEO SleepOut has given us a big step in the right direction. Last year we received just over 2.7 million from the 2017 CEO SleepOut. 1.2 million of the funds will be used to rebuild our baby house that is in Berea. This house is over 150 years old. It is where most of the mommies bring their babies to us, where the police bring babies, and where we have our baby box. 1 million will be used to build 2 houses at our children's village. The village is a new project where we will build about 72 cluster houses for abandoned and orphan children. And the balance of just over 500,000 will be used for infrastructure at our children's village.
In just under 36 months, apart from over 38 million rand awarded to 5 primary beneficiaries, the SleepOut movement has benefited over 300 secondary and satellite beneficiaries to an estimated value of 5 million rand, produced 4 special editions, seen a social return on investment of 80 million rand, and secured 25 million rand in media coverage. The campaigns of which in 2016 saw 2 Gold AMAC Awards in London, surpassing the likes of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, UNICEF and the Pope. And there is more to come. Born from a desire to rethink, reinvent and re-energize the way we look at philanthropy, the CEO SleepOut is professionally, purposely and passionately driven by the social enterprise, the Philanthropic Collection. We are humanity.